Hey there everyone, it's KaiGoHi here. Today we're going to be taking a quick look at a map I just finished creating. It's called the Fray Swamp Fever. It is a combination PvPvE first team to 500 points wins. You earn points by eliminating other players and swamp creatures. Respawn is on, so it's kind of like a rumble type situation. You don't have to, worry about being eliminated. The map code is 7563-6963-5711. I will put it in the video description and title. But let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at the pregame lobby. Okay, so now here we are in the pregame lobby. It's pretty simple. It is a swamp type situation. We've got the YouTube channel that you're watching this video on, the KaiGoHi logo, the supporter creator box with 2 V-Bucks next to it, and then like a little shack and swamp area over here with some trees. And then finally we have the 3 boards with how to play tips and points. How to play: eliminate swamp creatures and opponents to earn points. First team to 500 points wins the round. There are 5 rounds in total. Drive over weapon upgrades, ammo, and health power-ups. These apply to your whole team. Tips: interact with gas pumps in your garage to be transported into your team's vehicle in case someone drives off without you or you spawn while the vehicle is being destroyed. Warning: driving over lower tier weapons will downgrade your weapons, so be careful. This was on purpose. When you upgrade your weapons, it clears your inventory, so you're not dropping guns everywhere across the map. But if someone forces you into a lower tier weapon, let's say you have like a gold spaz and they push your vehicle into a blue primal weapon, then it'll downgrade your weapons. This just kind of adds to the competitiveness of the map. Finally, we have points. Player elim is 10 points, Golden Brute elim is 8 points, Brute elim is 6 points, Range Fiend elim is 4 points, and regular Fiend elims are 2 points. Whew, that was a mouthful. But we are about to be loaded into the map, so let's take a look at gameplay. Okay, so you can see we're spawning here in our little shack garage. If we automatically spawn in the vehicle, all 4 people do. But if for some reason you get out of the vehicle to do something and they drive off without you, then you can interact with this gas pump like it says before to teleport directly into your vehicle. So you can see, if I interact, boop, right into the vehicle. Okay, so every player starts out with a blue makeshift AR, a blue makeshift shotgun, and a blue makeshift SMG. With 170, 33, and 175 ammo. Now you can drive over ammo upgrades, or ammo replenishing spawners, I should say, and other weapons. Now, we are on different teams by default. It's split evenly, 4 people across 4 teams, or 16 people across 4 teams, so 4 people per team. But you can see, if we drive over the ammo upgrade on the right-hand side, we got 10 arrows, 150 light, 150 medium, and 30 shotgun. So the one thing that is not included in the whole team upgrades, which is in the island description, is bows. I didn't want teams spamming like 3 shockwave bows out of the back of a truck constantly. So that's why I did the bows that way. They're kind of more of like a special item. You can see now I'm like running over creatures. I also increase the health of creatures, so you can't one-shot them with the car. That would just kind of be a cheesy way of winning the round, just with infinite boost on, just boosting around, hitting all the creatures. Now, you can see from like the terrain is probably what I spent the most time on making this map. I think it looks pretty nice. Anywhere where there's like water, it kind of dips down to bounce the truck around, or it goes up. It's slanted up to also bounce the truck around. You can see here we have a gold primal. There is gold primal loadouts and gold mechanical loadouts. There is only one of each on the map. And to get the primal one, you have to go through the tunnel here. And there's the blue primal loadout, ammo, and a health power-up. The health power-ups will give you your whole team 50 health and 50 shields. So if you're low, boost through one of those, and that could help you clutch it up with, the team you're fighting against. But you can see it takes a second to get up to the gold primal. Now, on the flip side, I did say that it removes all of your weapons, but if you were to get out of your vehicle and drop your weapons, and then pick up, whichever one you wanted. So, like, let's say we go into the middle. In the middle, there's purple, or epic mechanical weapons. So if we come in here and we drop, let's say we want the primal AR, but we want everything else mechanical. Other creatures. We can pick the primal AR back up, and then, drop the scar or however you want to do it, and have a more customized loadout that way. The creatures will do a lot of damage to vehicles if you sit still, as you can see. Eek. They're going to blow me up. But that's kind of on purpose, you know. If your vehicle gets destroyed, you're kind of a sitting duck, and it's going to be a lot harder for you to fight the other teams, especially with no building. That's how we have the map set up, just because it makes more sense to me, rather than having builds everywhere. There's also a barrier 4 tiles high to keep anyone from shockwaving out of the map or doing any sort of weird vehicle glitch or anything like that. I kind of wanted to eliminate all possible avenues of someone messing something up. So I'm driving around here just so you can get kind of like a look at the map. Like I said before, I think it looks pretty neat. I put a lot of time into it. Over here is the gold mechanical upgrade. You kind of have to go up this tier here, and then there are creatures that will spawn as soon as you get close. The creatures are set to despawn at a certain tile range, being that there's a limit to how many can be on the map at one single time, and people driving around all different directions. I didn't want all the creatures to be, you know, kind of piled up in one location. So that's the reason for that. We can go through this weapon upgrade just so you can see that it works. And then finally we have the bows, like I mentioned before. This will only work for the player that touches the bow. So you can either get out and jump and grab it, or you can drive over it and then kind of let it randomly decide who gets the bow. But you can see, like, if we try to shockwave up, we hit that barrier there pretty quick. So that's to keep you in the map. But you can still, you know, use it to get around, or shockwave creatures away from you, or shockwave someone's vehicle, shoot out a tire, you know, whatever you choose to do. That works. Now, the only kind of hiccup that the map has, and this is just a hiccup in creative, is like, let's say my vehicle gets destroyed. Oh, I do want to mention that only your team can enter your vehicle. So another team can't jump in the back and shoot you guys. It's only your team. You know, one team per vehicle. But if the vehicle gets destroyed, right now creative has this kind of like bug sort of thing where you have to wait for the vehicle to fully despawn before it will spawn a new one. So if I get eliminated right now by a creature or by another player, the vehicle despawned completely, so I landed back here. But if for some reason you're on an odd time while it's like respawning or not, that's what the gas pump's for. Or if your vehicle gets destroyed and, you know, someone in your team is eliminated and they spawn back with the new vehicle and drive off, and you're just kind of running around the map, you can get back to your own teleporter and go to your vehicle. Now, this is kind of balanced, or has a safety precaution, that you have to go back to your own team's base. So you have to pay attention to where yours is located. I purposefully did not mark them with, you know, like Team 1, Team 2, Team 3, Team 4, because I wanted it to be a little more, I don't know, realistic, I guess, you know, being in a swamp and having like a shack. So if you know you're by the gold primal, or you know you're by the, by a certain water pond area, or by a certain ramp, like that's how you kind of have to remember which base is yours. Because if I go into another base here, like I go into an opponent's base, you can enter an opponent's base, and the reason that you can is these are all on a diagonal, all these bases, so there was no way for me to put like an elimination zone. Plus I really didn't feel like it was necessary with all the creatures and everything like that. You cannot interact with someone else's gas pump and teleport to their vehicle. You can only interact with your own gas pump. But that about touches on everything in the map. Hopefully you guys enjoy it and you take a look at it and give it a play, load it in creative fill or something like that. It's a lot of fun with multiple people in it. And you can see, you know, you can rack up points pretty quick. It's got the ability to support many different play styles. So, you know, if you're someone that likes to camp and eliminate creatures, you can do that. If you want to eliminate other players, you can do that and push everyone. You know, you get the most points for player eliminations, but there's so many creatures that you can easily compensate if you're not the best person at, you know, W keying other players, or your aim isn't the best. That's another reason I wanted to remove building from this map, is just so it's not, you know, a complete sweat fest. It's a balanced game for different types of players. Everyone's got a fair shot at winning. You can just stack creature eliminations, or get some elims and then some creature elims, or however you want to do it. It's completely up to you. I'm not going to tell you how to play the game, but like I said, that about wraps up everything I have to say about it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions or comments about it, or if you played it at all and you like it. That would be great. I'd highly appreciate it. And anyone at Epic that is watching this video, hopefully you guys like the map, and, you know, maybe it will even get featured. That'd be fantastic, and, you know, make my week. But that's all I gotta say. You guys have a good one. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.